Ladies and gentlemen, today it is February 20th, and it is the day that women's curling was won by the Canadians. And it's also the day that I have something very special for you. It's my first episode of Malesurs Madness, and we're not going to talk about the Olympic Games. We are here to talk about another game, which is Marvel Heroes. So, good evening, guys. Good evening, all the live viewers that are here, and I hope a lot of people will watch this on YouTube as well. I'm going to try to make it as cool as I could possibly make it. So let me first introduce myself. My name is Malesurs. If you know Marvel Heroes, you probably heard about me. What do I do? I'm just a streamer, just a guy with a webcam that plays this game a lot. Not nearly as much last 2 months, but we're gonna talk about that later. I've been streaming this game since early access, which was May 2013. And as soon as I got a viewer base together, I organized Charity Heroes together with some awesome people. You probably know me from that as well. Um, Maybe you remember the Asgard opening event where I was getting angry and I painted myself green just to try to stimulate people to donate the green items, where I donated all my own uniques and whatever I found earlier in the game just to get high points. I ended up sixth though, with a lot of help. That was also me. I was also the one that did the Nightcrawler race, and there's a lot more stuff coming. So I hope you also remember the interviews that I did, because I won't gonna do that again. It's gonna be part of the show as well. I've done interviews with white testers, guys from the community that are very well known. Um, they are very well known in the community. They really help Gazillion with this game. We're gonna talk all about this. But so that's me. I hope you're going to enjoy the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It's going to be an introduction episode. The first episode is going to be Avengers Assemble, and you're going to see where that ends up. So, but first, I would start this first episode to show you, and I know you all seen it 10 or more times, but I have to show you the one and only intro cinematic to Marvel Heroes. Here it comes, guys.
I am Uatu, the Watcher. I have been charged with observing your world since before humanity reigned as the dominant species. I have watched your greatest explorers become your greatest heroes. I have watched you turn accident into triumph. I have watched selfless acts
3, 2,
define a lifetime.
ignition.
I have seen the flash of genius define the future. I have watched legends born. And return when most needed. I have watched adversity turn into purpose. Over and over again, I have watched all of this and so much more, because that is the task bequeathed to me by the universe. But I can stand by and watch no more. I have watched you, Victor Von Doom. I know what you're planning, and it cannot be allowed. Humanity is at an important crossroads. The future of your species is at stake. So today, I have broken my Watcher's vow to never interfere with the course of humanity. I am here to stop you.
I have so little respect for those who do not know their place.
You do not know the power you abuse.
And you do not seem to know how to be silent. The power of the cube is mine to control. You were a fool to come here. You have no one to blame but yourself.
Please, no human can hold such power.
You're wrong! One can.
Alright, that just still gives me the goosebumps, right? Let me log in. Let me go quickly back to my face. So this is a weekly show that will happen every week. This time, European time, 8 p.m. Central European time. The time zones are different in your time zone if you're in a different time zone. That's how it works. I'm sorry that not everyone can watch this live, but yeah, I'm trying to. I just want to have a set date, and hopefully it's, again, as I said before, it's cool enough to watch next week, or just on YouTube. Anyway, first off, I want to start with the weekly news of Marvel Heroes, and what happened this week is that I'm going to show you when I'm logged into the game. Is that there was a Valentine weekend. Lately, they as the creators of this game, Exilion, they are doing a event that's coinciding with like real life events. Like how do you kind of say that? Celebrations or festivities? I don't know the word, but let's go to the game. I will show you. There, this is the game. This is with my overlay. This is my main character, Spider-Man. As you could see, in the symbiote suit, it's only there for the people that bought the Ultimate Pack, who were lucky enough to find out about this game pre-release and were crazy enough to buy it. And as you can see, I have the eyes, which you will not see on every character. These are the eyes. These are the cosmetic item that you got for being in the top 25. It ended up to being in the Asgard opening event. So, but let's not talk too much about that. Let's first talk about the Valentine event. What was it about? They've also done a lunar New Year's event, which is the Chinese New Year, to celebrate that. And this one was did a few things. First of all, if you were grouped with someone else, and as far as I know, as the day today, it still works. If you're grouped, you get 50% XP bonus, which is always nice. You can level fast. And what's also cool is that you get, probably cannot let that drop right now, but you got to drop Valentine cards, which you can hand in for credits or hand in for XP on your vendors. We're going to talk about that later, but also what I wanted to show is, as you can see, the credits are now not coins, they are Valentine hearts. How cool is that, right? So that's been happening this week. Recently, I'm going to talk a little bit about that later. Recently, we also had the release of a new hero. Every month there is a new hero released. And I think it was 2 weeks ago that Nightcrawler came into this game. Or is it already 3? I can't remember. But Nightcrawler is now playable here in the game. I'm going to show him to you later. And what is also new, which I'm going to show you, is some costumes that are new this week. And while I run to my stash, there's something else that I wanted to say. This week was huge for Marvel because they released, and I have to mention it, right, the first Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. And I don't want to spoil stuff. I don't want to be this show where you just get spoiled or everything. But I would suggest watching it. I enjoyed it. It had this Marvel humor that made it pretty special, and I'm really looking forward to that movie. So of course we're going to talk about it as time goes on. Let me show you a few new costumes because I'm crazy enough to have all the costumes in the game. And one of the new costumes that was released during the Lunar event is the Human Torch costume. And it's not this one.
No, just me.
It's not this one, but it is the original Human Torch costume. And if you ever thought about buying it, it looks like this. As you can see, it has the old-fashioned stripes on the costume. It looks pretty damn good. He doesn't have a different voice, it's not an enhanced costume, but if you're a fan of the original, the Human Torch, as he was drawn back in the 1960s, I think. The original was even before that. But
Suddenly I'm feeling hot for t-shirt.
this is how he looks, so I think it looks pretty epic. And another costume that I wanted to show you today was the one for Emma Frost. It's fairly new. And it is the Phoenix 5 costume.
He enjoys this.
And there's a lot of skin on there. You gotta love it. It looks pretty good. What I like is the detail on the new costumes that they made. The textures look really good. They're really shiny. There's a lot of detail on them. I like that a lot. And the last costume that I want to show for now is none other than Loki. And it's the female Loki. And here she is.
They don't call me the god of mischief for nothing.
And one of the best things about this game is the voice acting.
Now the real fun begins.
And I can just press some buttons and she talks, right?
Come see this. I changed allegiances for that. My, that was something to behold. Not the way I would have done it, but thank you. Come to me at once. Onward to victory.
Alright, so that's Lady Loki. Those are the new costumes that are added to the game. You could buy them. There is a rare chance that you can find them, but I wouldn't guess on that chance. What I would do is just, if you really like them, just get them. Because if you really want to save for them, they rarely drop anymore. They're basically the way of Gazillion to get their income. And I would just say support them if you really like the costume that's made for your hero. But let's continue. So something else that happened recently was the Nightcrawler race, and I want to talk a little bit about that because I think that was pretty fun. What we did is we, as the streamers of this game, we came together and we did a multi-Twitch event. For people who don't know, yep, I didn't say BAMF, but I did summon you. That's a bit weird. But what we did is a multi-Twitch event. How does that work? Is that you as a viewer, you type in multitwitch.tv/ and then you type in streamer's name, and you type in not one but like 4 or 6, and that means you can watch them all 6 while they're doing a race or a event together. And that does a few things. First of all, it's cool to see, for example, a new character like Nightcrawler, because you could see 6 of them on your screen running around. That's already cool. What it also does is it generates 6 views for this game, and every time such an event is done, more people are going to watch this game and play this game, which is what we all want. So and I want to talk a little bit about what happened, because we started out on the balcony. I think we were like 6 or 8 people at the time. And doing a race in this game, we're going to talk a lot about that later, but you can boost with potions that you can either get by buying them, but you can also find them in fortune cards. And every day, if you do your dailies, you get daily shards, and you can buy 2 fortune cards every day. They can drop as well, and you can find boosts in there. And these XP boosts are of course essential for even competing. And we were with Lunasa. He's another streamer. He's also a Dutch guy. I'm a Dutch guy as well. And he beat me. He was the world first as well, so that was pretty epic. I think he did it in 3 hours 15. And currently in game, the best way to level is to just get to 20 as soon as possible by doing X defense, for example. And then as soon as you're 20, you jump into Midtown and you're starting to rotate the legendary quests. So I ended up, one of the best things was that I challenged Nullrage. Nullrage is a fellow streamer that streams this game a lot more than me actually, I think. And he beat me fair and square. He went to another chat, we had a voice chat on, and he just went to another chat and he just totally beat me in like 30 minutes. So again, Nullrage, I have to congratulate you for that. Lunasa, I have to congratulate you as well for being world first Nightcrawler 60. And it was pretty fun. That said, we're gonna do another race. I'm pretty sure that all the streamers are up for this again. As soon as Moon Knight hits the game, we're gonna do that as well, right? So let's continue. There is a few things that I want to do every week, and the next item is the Super Bowl, right? if anyone saw me during Asgard event,